Polestar is to Volvo what the M division is to BMW and AMG is to Mercedes-Benz. It started off as a highly successful racing team, racing obviously Volvo cars, then started building high-performance Volvo road cars. These days, Polestar is owned by Volvo and it still produces some very special cars. This is the latest one and it's called the Polestar S60. This is the second generation S60 Polestar, which features an all-new drivetrain. It swaps out the original 3-litre 6-cylinder engine for Volvo's latest i4 2-litre 4-cylinder unit that's both lighter and more powerful. The quick-shift 8-speed auto gearbox featuring shift paddles is also new. Like the previous S60 Polestar, this car looks muscular and sporty, but in an understated, almost discreet kind of way. The body kit includes a 2-piece front spoiler, sill extensions, a rear boot spoiler, a diffuser and 2 very large exhaust tailpipes. Also, very important here, 20-inch wheels with fat performance rubber. The rest of the picture is very much Volvo S60, a handsome, streamlined sedan with gloss black detailing and a distinctive Scandinavian personality. Under the skin, weight-saving measures have trimmed the curb mass by 20 kilograms, while there's 26 kilograms less weight over the front axle. Not that the interior is stripped out like a racing car special, it's actually quite a plush, luxurious and comfortable place. Of particular note here, this mix of real leather and Alcantara, contrasting blue stitching, the thick-rimmed steering wheel gets the same treatment as well, and the centre stack has got a real carbon fibre finish. The high-backed heated bucket seats are super comfortable and very supportive, while the fully adjustable driving position is excellent with a clear view of the active TFT instrument cluster. The list of standard specification is full house, including highlights such as dual-zone climate control, an 8-speaker sound system, sat-nav keyless entry and starting, and a glass sunroof. However, the switchgear on the center console is an ergonomic nightmare, so that using the screen-based infotainment system is complex and confusing. The beating heart of this latest S60 Polestar is now a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine, still producing 270 kilowatts of maximum power and 470 newton-meters of torque. Drive is to all 4 wheels via an 8-speed Geartronic automatic gearbox with shift paddle and shift optimization. In practice, the engine's power delivery is seamless with no lag and great mid-range punch. The 8 ratios keep the 4-pot mill in the power band throughout, even though the torque peak is a little higher up the rev range than expected. However, the generous torque band does ensure good in-gear response. With all that urge and shove, it's not surprising that this Volvo S60 Polestar is a very rapid car indeed. The 0 to 100 time 4.7 seconds, top speed electronically limited to 250 kilometers an hour, and you always realize that there would be more on offer if it wasn't for that limiter. Of course, the all-wheel drive means that there's a lot of grip on offer, and the ride surprisingly supple despite the firm suspension and of course those big 20-inch wheels and low-profile tires. However, the inertia of the fairly hefty curb mass does understate that performance to some extent, and the gear shifts, while swift, are still too polished for a performance machine. As a result, the S60 Polestar is less dramatic to drive than the figures suggest. It's rapid, yes, and highly competent, with the all-wheel drive system delivering loads of grip and the specially calibrated steering providing decent feedback, but it lacks the all-out thrill and engagement you'd expect of a sports sedan with so much urge. There's a lot to like about this latest S60 Polestar. It combines very real performance with space, style and sedan practicality. And it is a very attractive car in an elegant, almost understated kind of way. Of course, exclusivity also comes into play since only 40 of these units are going to be made available in South Africa. And while it might not be the most exciting car to drive, it's certainly sporty, and point to point, it's a very adept, very swift machine indeed. The swap from 6 to 4 cylinders hasn't compromised the S60 Polestar's urge, with plenty of power and a linear delivery with no lag at all. The auto gearbox responds swiftly and incisively too, while the chassis easily copes with all that muscle. A spacious full-house interior and the car's exclusivity are further recommendations, but the switchgear isn't intuitive enough, and dynamically the Swedish sedan could be more engaging.